Hey, what's up, everyone? Ralph here. So let's talk about this possible ban that's the government's trying to impose on TikTok, because right now it has everybody going crazy. So far, right now it passed through the House, right? The House passed it saying they want to ban it, and right now it's going moving up to the Senate to see if they also agree as well. And if the Senate agrees to ban it, then it's pretty much done because Joe Biden said he would already sign it if it reached his desk. So right now, I guess like maybe the Senate's trying to figure out if they could maybe get TikTok to sell to a United States investor, or if not, maybe then that's what they'll do and they'll just dissolve it, and TikTok will be done. But right now, obviously, it's going through that process, and if the Senate agrees to it, then it's pretty much a done deal. So why are they trying to ban TikTok, right? Or what's the reason that they're giving for wanting to ban TikTok, right? All right, the number one issue is obviously national security threat, right? Because China, we already know that China is getting a lot of that data, and of course, as a country, we don't want China to have all that information on our American citizens, and they can use that against us. So obviously, the reason that they're going to use is a national security threat, which is why they want to at the very least, best case scenario, have it sold to a United States investor, so that the United States can have that data, right? And of course, they need bipartisan agreement for this, because there's a lot of users, a lot of people in the United States citizens that use this app, and there's no way that one side is going to say let's ban it. They're going to need bipartisan agreement. They're going to need both Democrats and Republicans to help get this through, because neither side wants to be left saying that they're the reason why TikTok gets banned, because that wouldn't be good for them politically. So obviously they're going to get bipartisan agreement, which they got in the House. Right. So now, who does this affect? Right. So if you're a content creator, then obviously this affects you, because it's for a lot of content creators. This is their livelihood, right? They get paid. This is how they pay their bills, right? They use TikTok to pay their bills, to live, to feed their family. So obviously, if you're a content creator that uses this to make money, then of course you do not want this banned, right? This is your livelihood. If this is your only means of making money, then of course this is going to affect you, right? As it would anybody that say you lost your job and that's your only means of making money. So if you're a content creator, then obviously this is going to affect you. Now, for what are some concerns like when it comes to banning TikTok or leaving TikTok? Obviously, data security, right? We already talked. Data is protected from China, and that's the overall goal. All of us want our information protected from China. None of us want our information going to China so they can use that, right? And obviously, another thing is the dumbing down of our society, right? Now, I know there's a lot of people that say there's a lot of information, a lot of things they learn from TikTok, right? And I get that, right? There's a lot of informational content that people use that is very helpful. But man, I gotta admit, man, like there's some of the people that are on TikTok, I'm like, yo, you should get off it. Like, social media is not good for you, and it seems like people get dumber and dumber. And we all know the adverse effect when it comes to social media overall, when it comes to people using it, right? We already know that like there's an adverse effect for a lot of people when using social media, especially TikTok. Right, so these are things that we have to worry about. At the same time, free speech, right? You have to be worried about free speech. We understand that there's TikTok allows for a lot of free speech, and there's a lot of people that think one of the reasons why they want to take down TikTok is because we have the whole Palestine Israel thing going on. So a lot of people think that might be the reason they want to ban TikTok. Who knows? It could, maybe. I'm not gonna say it's not true, but maybe that's a possibility. But also, you worry about it setting a precedent, right? Because if you're saying that they can go after TikTok for whatever reason, then that sets the precedent for them to go after other social media platforms. And we don't want to do that, right? We don't want to give government that sort of power where they can remove, if they don't agree with a certain platform, they can just remove it at will for whatever reason. Oh, it's a national security threat, let's get rid of it, right? We don't want to do that. So these are things that you got to worry about, because we don't want to have government given that much power over what us as citizens want to say and how we use these platforms. But obviously, this ban has a lot of people going crazy, people going off on social media, and I'm gonna show you some videos about some of the people that are voicing their opinions when it comes to this possible ban on TikTok. So we'll start with this one, and keep in mind, like I'll warn you, like some of these people are very loud and very passionate, so be prepared. All right, so let's start with this first one. I think she's a content creator, and let's see what she has to say.
So you're telling me Congress was able to come together this quickly to collectively agree to ban TikTok, but they can't seem to find the time or the ability to agree on doing anything about inflation or the housing crisis or a fucking ceasefire? And this is all because they weren't profiting enough off of this app, and they don't like us all coming together and sharing information that conflicts with what they want us to believe. They have no problem rushing to pass a bill that will fill their pockets further, but they can't seem to find the time to do anything for the American people. In fact, this is going to financially harm so many people, because not only has this been a full-time job for some people, this has been a secondary source of income for so many people who are struggling to survive. And I can't even say that I'm surprised. I'm just simply fucking disgusted. This country is run by greedy sociopaths who have an addiction to money, and their hunger and their greed for money is crippling billions of people financially. And let's not forget that you can't invest in TikTok in the stock market, but you can invest in Meta. This might sound corny, but this app has truly changed my life in so many ways. It's been a source of education. It's been a source of comfort during the darkest times of my life. It's been a source of community, and it's been a source of secondary income as a single mother. And I'm truly just so angry right now. Anyways, follow me on Instagram while I figure out what's next. I'll probably create a YouTube.
There you go. So we already know why she's a little angry, right? She's a TikTok content creator. She's probably making money for this. So and she's already listed all the benefits. But she talks about how, when it comes to Congress and government, how quickly they can come together and fix the problem when it comes to terms with TikTok. But they struggle to fix other problems, right? They're so divided on everything else. But when it comes to taking down TikTok, they're all together. So I mean, look, you can make. We all understand the negative ideas or thoughts when it comes to our government, man. The things that they do, the reasons why they do it. I mean, a lot of us don't agree with it, but we can see that obviously she has a vested interest in it, being probably a TikTok content creator and making money from it. So, all right, so let's go to the next one. He's a lot. This one is a loud one, so be prepared.
The only thing all 535 members of fucking Congress can fucking agree on is to ban TikTok. That's it. That's the only thing. I heard him talking about raising the minimum wage. Can't fucking agree on that. Heard about talking about trying to keep prescription drug prices low for people. Nope, can't agree on that. I heard him talking about the border. Can't agree. Can't even agree where the fucking border is. But when it comes to banning TikTok, line up, buddies. Bring that fucking Instagram and Microsoft money down here. Line it up here in our lobby. Oh, let me heat it up. I'm going to protect your privacy by banning TikTok. Don't you watch Risa Tisa? Don't you learn how to cook pasta right way? Don't you find out more about the history of this great nation? Don't you notice that this Congress, 250 years after the first Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia, has done less than any Congress in the history of this goddamn nation? No. The only thing this gaggle of 535 of the richest, most powerful, welfare queens being paid on a government dime can agree on is that I can't watch fucking tiki-talkies. Suck my...
This guy, he's losing his mind off of this stuff. So, but I mean, like you said, he's basically talking about the same thing. He talks about how Congress they can't come to agreement on anything else, but when it comes to TikTok, they can come to an agreement and say, all right, let's get things done. But throughout history, like, they never get anything done, and maybe that's the way it's supposed to be, right? You don't. I mean, depending on what side of the aisle you on, you want that gridlock, right? But one of the biggest complaints about a lot of people is that Congress doesn't get anything done, right? They're not doing anything for the people. But when it comes down to TikTok, they're saying that they're doing it for national security. They're doing it for, obviously they want to protect the citizens. But it's hard for you to really figure out why they're doing it, right? They have a reason for why they're doing it. Trying to figure that out. Everybody has their thoughts and ideas of why they're doing it, but obviously, if you're someone that's using TikTok, then this is gonna be you're gonna be pissed off. Okay, so the next video, this person she's more level-headed. She definitely provides a more balanced approach when it comes to giving her reasons why this ban on TikTok is a good thing and a bad thing. So she's much more level-headed, and she gives pretty good arguments for why it's a good thing and why it's a bad thing. So let's hear what she got to say.
Let's talk about the TikTok ban. I'm actually very excited for it, although I do feel bad for the content creators who make a living off of it. And as a small business owner, it kind of sucks. Like, I won't be able to reach as many people. However, I think all of us, even if you're not willing to admit it, are addicted to TikTok, and it's become a problem. TikTok has kind of shortened our attention span and has created this culture of just like constantly needing new things and to buy all of the things. And I feel like there's a lot of comparison and hate on this app. I just feel like as humans, like, we aren't supposed to know everything all the time. Like, once something happens in the world, we instantly know because of this app. And I just personally don't feel like that's how we're supposed to live. I feel like it creates a lot of stress for a lot of people. Like me, I don't like it. I know I could just delete the app, but I feel like there is a lot of FOMO that comes with that, honestly. And I do love this app. It makes me laugh. It's fun. However, again, like I said, for all of our mental health, I feel like it's a very good thing. Like, we just need it to end. I felt like life was good when we would watch these content creators on YouTube or like follow them on Instagram and things like that. So I don't think we need TikTok. And I, again, don't think we need to know everything all the time. And I've seen a lot of people commenting on a lot of videos today just being like, oh, this is why I love TikTok. This is why we need TikTok, so we can see all these good things. And yeah, there are good things, but there's also a lot of bad things. To not acknowledge that is not good. I feel like this app consumes a lot of our lives, and it'll be good for it to go away. So I'm really hoping it happens. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
All right, so she was much more level-headed with her reasons for why it should go. And I'm be honest with you, right? I didn't give state my opinion if I should have it, we should ban it or not. And be honest, we should. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I know it's a slippery slope in terms of like giving government precedent to do this to social media apps, but look at, man, I'll be honest with you, man, TikTok is just poison, man. That thing is poison. Like, I understand people talking about they get a lot of educational value from it, and maybe they do. I'm sure there are content creators that do, but man, from what I see on TikTok, man, it is straight poison. Some people need to be off TikTok, and of course, like I said, if it's a national security threat, we don't want China getting that data. But I mean, for a lot of people, I think for a lot of people, causing mental health issues in terms of like being able to compare people on social media, and this is social media overall, but obviously I don't believe all social media should be banned, but TikTok in particular. Yeah, I mean, if they got rid of it, obviously I wouldn't even care. Even though I use it to create content on this channel, I mean, I'd be fine. I wouldn't even stress. I wouldn't even worry about it. But for a lot of people, like, I understand that it's a lot of people's livelihood, and that's the slippery slope that you got to worry about. You do have to put that in consideration. But what's more important, right? Like, if it's a national security threat, and also if it's used to like dumb down our society, like for a lot of people have stated, then we might have to do something. But like I said, it is a slippery slope, and you have to be careful, because, man, when you give government that sort of power to like just be able to just remove things that, you know, a lot of people in society use, you want to be careful with that. But for me, if I had a vote, I'd be like, boom, bye TikTok, bye. Like, we don't need it. We don't need it. So I mean, that's just something. Like, and do I think it will happen? Do I think the ban will happen? Like, I said no at first. Like, at first I was like, there's no way. But the fact that it went through the House and now it's going to the Senate, I think it's a 50-50 chance that it gets done. Like, it's a 50-50 chance. Like, I didn't think it would before, but now, man, there's a strong possibility. Like, at the very least, I thought they'd probably like maybe say sell it, but I mean, would BitDance that owns it sell it? So part of that, I don't know. I don't know if they would even allow that sell. So then the only resolution would be to dissolve it, right? Ban it. And that's, yeah, like I said, I have no idea. Like, I like, for me personally, like, should they get rid of it? I would vote yes. But do I see it actually happen? At 50-50, man, I don't know. It's gonna be strong. So we'll see how it goes. So what do you think? Do you think they're gonna ban it? Do you think it should be banned? And so, you know, state your reasons why. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Hit the like button, share, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. All right. So you guys take care. Have a good one. Later.